Fellow Ugandans, I greet you all wherever you are. Today, I would like to go and talk about a few things. The first one is election. Uganda is going to have election in 2026, in January, I think the 15th, according to what I saw on YouTube. And as of now, the presidential candidates are not traversing the country campaigning. I've watched several interviews on YouTube by Ugandans speaking, even some of them leaders who are trying to vie to be in the position maybe of MPs or even presidents. Having election is not a bad thing, but having the true results of that election is the most important thing. In 1980, we went and we had election, which was peaceful. I voted in that election. There was no policeman, there was no army in the place of voting. I received my letter which confirms that I'm now a voter in a post. And with that letter, I went to the voting place, presented it, and with my ID, and I voted. And after 2 days, the results was declared. Museveni said it was rigged. He never went to court. Instead, went to the bush. He's the one who knows why he went to the bush before going to the court. But that is not what has brought me here. I would like to ask Ugandans that, are you people not tired to every time go into an election where you know that President Museveni is going to be there whether you like it or not? So which kind of election are you participating in? In fact, there is no election in Uganda unless that election the citizen can remove Museveni and let him go home and put somebody else. Ugandans should have the power to vote any party that they want to be in power, and nobody should deny them that. If they cannot do that, because NRA, NRM want to be in power because they fought, then there's no election in Uganda. Nobody should deceive the ordinary citizens who are poor, who are suffering, who won't change as soon as yesterday. It is sad because politicians in Uganda have lost sense. The political elites have lost their bearing. They don't know anything. They all run and drum up the lies of NRM. Instead of sitting down and asking themselves, why are we going into this election? When we know that President Museveni is not going to go away. Yes, some few MPs are going to be thrown out, some few are going to remain. But there are certain type of people who are going to be there permanent. Some have been there for the last 30 or going to 40 years now. Those ones cannot go away. So if the people who have been there since Museveni came to power are still in power, how are you going to bring meaningful change in Uganda in terms of development? I saw a video of Salim Saleh parading himself that he is not a land grabber, he's a land developer. Oh, because he read a book, oh, blah, 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 blah. I have that book. Salim Saleh is a land grabber who is very clever to deceive people. Nobody asked him to come and develop their land. Land grabbing, the developing land should be the aspiration of the people who works in that region, not Salim Saleh. Let Salim Saleh go and develop his home. He claimed to have developed Kapaka. Where are the people who were living in Kapeka before Salim Saleh came to power? Where are they? Was Kapeka not inhabited by the citizens of Uganda? So now, let me come back to what I want to say. I have had a lot of discussion where people are saying there's peace, oh yeah, there's peace, the peace dividends, so that is why you can go and talk on TV. I want to ask the people who spread all these lies. During the time of Idi Amin, where people running up and down, killing was everywhere, people were running into hiding at a time, the villagers could not even walk in town. It is not. The country was peaceful. Actually, under Idi Amin, no civilian, ordinary poor person go to sleep in his hut or in his house worried about this land or her land that somebody will come and grab. It was not there during the time of Idi Amin. It was not there during the time of Bota 1. It was not there during the time of Bota 2. You go and sleep in your land, in your house, nobody's going to come, break the window, cut you and all your children, your wife, kill all of you because they want that land. Nobody is going to walk and cut your shambas, all the bananas down, all the maize down, the way I see it under Museveni today. But people tell us there is peace. Is peace only when there is no gun being shot here and there, the way Museveni was doing in 1980? When people are hungry, they don't have what to eat. That is insecurity. When people don't have enough job, that is insecurity. When people are not sure of their future, that is insecurity. So what sort of peace are Ugandans talking about? There is no peace in Uganda. Peace cannot be guaranteed by the barrel of the gun. Peace can only be guaranteed by people having the power to change the government of Uganda without any interference from the military, from the police, from any security organs. That is what peace means. If Ugandans want to vote Chagolanye and his noob, nobody is going to stop them. If they want to vote UPC, which Museveni hates so much, nobody is going to stop them. If they want to vote FDC, nobody is going to stop them. If they want to vote ANT, nobody is going to stop them. If they want to vote, DF, nobody is going to stop them. Or any political party that is in Uganda. Should the people of Uganda say, this time we are going to vote this party? Nobody in the government must interfere with it. That is where and when we shall say there is peace in the country. When we start to change leaders from this political party to another, whether the leader of the party come from the north, or he come from the east, or come from the west, or come from the south, or come from central, that is when, or West Nile, or that is when we shall say there is peace in the country. But so long as we still have mentality of spreading lies about other tribes, that these people are bad, don't vote them, oh this party is bad, oh don't vote this party, we are the only one, oh we are the only one to guarantee peace, we are the only one to guarantee, now we are protecting our gain, protecting gains, which are now I'm going to say something about, can only be protected by the people through free, fair, and credible election. That is where, when gains that have been achieved is being protected. You cannot die protecting your own gain. Even the time will come when you will die and leave that gain to your children. And if you don't organize your children very well, those gains will evaporate. We have seen homes dying when the father of that home dies. You find the home is finished. Even the gain, the wealth, it will disappear. And that is what is going to happen in Uganda. The NRA are deceiving Ugandans. Ugandans must stop listening to NRA, NRM. There is no gain these people are protecting because all what they have put is fake. All what they have put in place will evaporate. They count and they say, oh, we have built a bridge between on the River Nile in Jinja. That is the work of any government, not only for NRM. Any government that is in power must do that. You cannot come and tell us, oh, I've put five poles of electricity. Have you seen? I've put five poles of electricity. That is the gain. That is your work that we gave you. We elected you to do that. You cannot come and tell us that is the gain. That is not the gain. The gain is we are living in a country where we are not tribally divided, where our children go to education which is not very exorbitant, is fair and good, and we go to hospitals, we get treatment at any time we want, we come and sleep in our houses, no land grabbers, no land thieves, our environment is not being destroyed, everything is fine. You go to the villages, you find people are happy, there are a lot of food, people play with, not this time when people are very poor and the NRM thieves are running around dishing money here and there because they're looking for votes. They have made people poor so that they buy them. In the past, we have had tractors in every district. Then you find that Ugandans had food everywhere. You walk, you find along the road, there's garden here, there's garden here, there's a maize here, there's cassava here, there's beans here, there's groundnuts here, there's what. Now, these days you find out, oh, I have cultivated cassava, I've sold, I've made a lot of money. When we grew up, we don't speak about that, but still, we were living a very decent life. Cassava were there. Those who have excess, they will sell it. Those who don't have excess, they still use it for their children. Maize were there. Even the Uganda's banana was in abundance. Nanashi you find in abundance. That is why food and beverages was there to make those things. The government had put in place food and beverages. Today, oh, we have factory here. We have factory here. Add value. This add value was there in the past. You go to Ginger, you find that Lint Marketing Board, oh, what, Butter Shoe Company, Yamato's t-shirts were being made, materials of code were being made from cotton. Where are they? Shoes were being made in Ginger, shoes. Look, there was no importing of clothes. Shoes were being made in Ginger. Clothes were being made, shoes in Ginger. Raw materials were in every shops in Uganda, where you just go and just you measure yourself and then they sew for you, you dress and you go. Today, what is happening? Oh, we have built factory, we are employing this. No, that one is not the only way to develop a country. That is not. You destroy post office, which used to employ people. You destroy Uganda Railway, which used to employ people from Kasese to Pakwach. People along this road, all people are employed. Those are employment that government creates. You destroy Uganda Transport Company Union, which used to employ Ugandans. You destroy so many, I don't know, so many things that used to give jobs to people. You destroyed it. You now say, talk of private sector. No. No country will develop with only private sector. A country that is being well taken care of, the private sector will be side by side with the government. The government is here, the private sector is here. The government monitor and control what the private sector does, so that it doesn't hurt the citizen. Not the way Museveni is doing, where they are selling toxic drinks to the people. People are drinking from morning to sunset. In 1970s, drinking was controlled by the government of Amin. Why? Because they want the citizen to be busy working, making money. You have to go and do something. You drink in the evening. That's when you are relaxing. But today, Museveni wants people to drink, people's children to drink from morning to sunset, while their children goes to good school, get good job, working in the army, working in they are holding big offices, while the poor, their children have no hope. That has no future for Uganda. Ugandans The ordinary people pray because your country is being destroyed by the same people you think are there for you. They are not for you, they are for themselves. There is no election in Uganda, and there is no peace in Uganda. Nobody should deceive Uganda. There is no gain to protect. You protect, the gain you protect is the life of the people. That is what you protect, not the buildings. I say this for God and my country. Thank you.